Welcome to Primary ypww Lesson 6. I do not own the rights to this music. Today's topic is Honor thy father and thy mother. The lesson scripture is coming out of Luke chapter 2, verses 41 through 52. The memory verse. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. And that's Exodus chapter 20, verse 12. The target for today's lesson: the Lord wants His children to know that He promised to bless us when we obey and honor our father and mother. The word honor means to respect and value. It also means to consider important and treat it as a prized possession. There was a man of God named Paul. He wrote many letters to the people in the Bible to help them live according to God's commandments. Many times he talked directly to children. He told them that obeying their parents pleased God. There was another man named King Solomon. He also gave instruction to children. He was the wisest man in the world. He told children to listen and obey their parents' advice. Parents love their kids. They do not want them to do wrong. So parents correct kids, and sometimes they must punish them. Paul tells children that it is very important to obey and respect godly parents. Your parents also protect you and want the best for you. They even plan for your future. They want you to grow up and be the best that you can be. Jesus shows us that it is right to honor parents. His example proves it is the will of God. Jesus was a 12-year-old boy. Joseph and Mary were his earthly parents. One day, Jesus and his parents left their home in the town of Nazareth and went to the city of Galilee. Every year, they would visit the city for a big celebration. At the end of their grand meal, Mary and Joseph headed back home to Nazareth. They did not know that Jesus had stayed behind. They thought he was among the group of family members traveling with them. They finally went back to look for him. He was their child, and they were worried about him. It took 3 days to find Jesus. When his parents found him, he was at the temple talking with the doctors about the Bible. These doctors were not medical physicians. They were specialists who knew the Bible. They were amazed at how smart Jesus was. When his parents saw him, his mother said, "Your father and I have been looking for you. We were very sad." Jesus replied, "Didn't you know I must do God, my Father's business?" But instead of disobeying, he listened to them and went with them. In your class with your teacher, talk about how Jesus would grow up to save the whole world from their sin. But for now, he was still a child. God had commanded to honor thy father and mother. Jesus obeyed this command and went back home with Joseph and Mary. He followed their rules and did what they told him to do. Honor and respect is shown in many ways. Talk about how our responses, the expressions on our faces, and our actions all show how we honor our parents. The questions for today's lesson: number 1, what does the word honor mean? Number 2, where did Jesus and his parents go for a big celebration? And how old was he? Number 3, what did Jesus' mother say when she found him? And how did he honor his earthly father and mother? The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.